You emerge, breaking free from your egg, instinctively using your mandibles to push forward. Around you, others are doing the same, struggling to break free from their shells. You find yourself in a cell, part of an intricate pattern of many like it. Some cells remain sealed, still holding those yet to emerge, while others are already empty, their occupants long gone. The ones that hatched before you are busy feeding, their bodies growing stronger with every bite. You can't afford to lag behind. A worker approaches, pausing just long enough to drop soft, pre-cued food into your open mouth before moving on. You don't even think as you swallow. The food is soft, already broken down into a paste, easy to consume. Another worker does the same a moment later, and you eagerly take in as much as you can. If you don't, someone else will. Eating is your only job. Food keeps coming, delivered by workers who never stop. You continue swallowing, your body growing rapidly. Days pass and you feel your skin tighten, the pressure mounting until something gives and your body splits open. Congratulations, you've just molted. You climb out of your old skin, slightly bigger, slightly stronger, and without hesitation, you return to eating. Some of the others don't make it, perhaps too slow or not taking their constant feeding seriously. Either way, their cells are cleaned out before you even notice they're gone. Then one day, everything changes. The workers stop bringing food and your hunger fades. Instead, a new instinct arises, one that urges you to spin silk. Threads begin to wrap around your body, sealing you inside. For the first time, you do nothing as your body begins to upgrade itself. Your legs stretch out, muscles form, wings press against your back, and a new layer of armor hardens around you. You don't know what's coming, but you're being prepared for it, whether you like it or not. The casing splits and you push forward. Your legs lock into place, wings unfurl, and your body is fully formed and ready. This time, you're not just another helpless mouth waiting to be fed. You have a stinger now. You're a worker wasp, and it's time to get to work. No one tells you what to do. You already know. Your first task is to feed the larvae. The workers before you did the same. And now it's your turn. You fly out, scanning the area below. You spot a caterpillar, thick, slow, and crawling along a leaf. You swoop in, grip it tightly, and sting it, releasing venom into its body. The caterpillar twitches, then stills. You tear into its soft skin, breaking it down, and take a piece back to the nest. You drop the food into an open cell, and the larvae stretches forward, pulling it in. You don't stop to watch, you just move on. More workers arrive with more food, feeding the larvae to help them grow. Then you turn to the nest walls. The structure needs expanding, so you scrape your mandibles against a wooden fence, chewing the fibers into pulp. It mixes with your saliva, forming a soft paste. Back at the nest, you spread it over the edges, pressing it into place. Over time, it hardens, adding to the structure. Then you fly out again to bring more food and wood. The larvae need to grow and the nest must hold. At some point, you hear the air hum with movement. You join the other wasps, following the sweet scent of sugar. Below you is a vast field of flowers stretching in every direction. You fly lower, landing on one of the flowers and press your mouthparts into it to drink. A shadow moves beside you, a bee. It lands carefully, its legs dipping into the pollen. It hesitates, sizing up the situation, but you don't wait. You turn toward it, mandibles slightly open, giving it a warning. The bee flinches but doesn't leave. It needs the nectar too. You step closer, shoving it with your front legs, not hard, but enough to send it stumbling. The bee buzzes its wings, trying to stand its ground. It's heavier than you, built for collecting pollen, but you're built for something else. You have speed, you have venom, you have nothing to lose. You slam into it again, harder this time. The bee panics, gripping the flower, trying to hold its place, but you won't let it. You fly forward, snapping at its legs with your mandibles. It lunges backward, breaking free from the flower. But you don't give up. You chase it into the air. It tries to fly away, but you follow. It dives low, aiming for another flower to reclaim what it lost. But in that moment, you slam into it midair. The bee spirals, trying to fight back, but it can't afford to sting. In its case, one sting means death. You know this, and you use it to your advantage. Finally, the bee retreats, dropping lower as it flies away. You hover for a moment, satisfied with the outcome, then turn back to land on the flower. You drink because the nectar is yours now. Later, a worker flies past you, her scent strong, and you follow it, drawn by the familiar sweetness in the air. Ahead, wasps cling to the rim of a human drink, burying their heads inside, drinking as fast as they can. The sugar is thick and more workers arrive, drawn by the scent. A human approaches, stopping when they notice the swarm. They hesitate before reaching for the cup. You and the others lift off, warning the human, but they don't stop. The human's hand moves closer, trying to take their drink, and you fly forward, mandibles open, colliding with their skin. Your stinger drives into them. Other wasps strike at the same time. The human flinches, screaming in pain and fear, trying to shake you off, but it's too late. You sting again and again. The human stumbles back. The human frantically waves their hand, desperate to escape the relentless attack, but it's no use. Finally, they drop the drink, the cup shattering on the ground, and the syrup spills across the pavement. All of the wasps land around the puddle, eager to drink the sweet remains. The human grips their stung skin, eyes wide with fear as they retreat. But you don't care. You lower yourself to the sticky surface, pressing your mouthparts into the syrupy mess. The sugar was never theirs to take. It was always yours. Oh, and by the way, you have something most insects don't: the ability to recognize faces. You can spot the same human over and over again. You can remember which worker shoved past you at the nest entrance. But does it matter? Number the Queen won't reward you for remembering her. The workers won't appreciate it when you point out who always steals the best food, and when a human swats at you, you'll remember their face. But let's face it, you're not going to live long enough to do anything about it. Then you're back at the nest when a shadow passes overhead. It's a hornet. The alarm spreads instantly, and workers flood from the entrance, swarming the intruder to defend the nest. You follow. The hornet is massive, its exoskeleton thick, mandibles sharp. It's built for killing. It hovers above, scanning for weakness, but it won't find one. The swarm strikes first. You land on its back, gripping tight, your mandibles staring at the gaps in its armor. Others pile on, stabbing their stingers into every exposed joint. The hornet tries to defend itself, but there are too many of you. Its movements slow as venom floods its body. It stumbles and falls flat on the ground. The workers descend, biting through its outer shell, peeling away soft pieces of its body. The remains are carried back to the nest. Nothing goes to waste. Inside, the queen lays another egg. She doesn't stop, she never leaves. The workers feed her, guard her, and expand the nest. You lift off and head back out because the hive must be fed. But if you're born male, your life is short and uneventful. You emerge from your cell near the end of the colony's life cycle. The nest isn't thriving anymore. The workers are dying off, Food is harder to find, and the once growing hive is now just trying to hold itself together. But none of this matters to you. You're slimmer than the workers, with longer antennae and oversized eyes. Unlike them, you'll never build, never fight, never hunt. You won't chew wood, feed larvae, or defend the colony. The only thing you'll do is wait. Workers notice you, but not like they do with newly hatched workers. They don't guide you toward food or assign you a task. Instead, they feed you just enough to keep you alive. They don't do this out of kindness. Your existence is tolerated because your one job hasn't started yet. For a short time, you stay inside the nest. You don't contribute, you don't leave, and you don't really think. You simply exist, feeding when the workers offer food and waiting for the instinct that will tell you to leave. Then one day it happens. The workers stop feeding you. Their focus is shifting. The colony is running out of time, and you are no longer their problem. You crawl toward the entrance, spread your wings for the first time, and fly into the world. You don't know where you're going, and you don't need to. Your only goal is to find a queen before you die. Others like you are already drifting through the air, scanning for the same thing. Some won't last long. Birds are watching, spiders are waiting. The world is not kind to creatures with no survival instincts. Then, somewhere ahead, you spot her. A queen. She's fresh from her colony. Her body larger than yours. She isn't looking for you specifically, but she's drawn to as many males as she can find. You don't hesitate. You fly toward her, following her scent, a signal that your life has meaning. You aren't alone. Other males arrive, drawn in by the same instinct. She isn't interested in just one of you. She mates with as many as possible, ensuring her eggs are fertilized before moving on. You manage to mate, and that's it. There's no guarantee your genes will make it to the next generation. You're just one of many. The queen pulls away, already looking for the next male. You keep flying, but you aren't built to last. Some males keep searching for another queen. Others land somewhere and wait for the inevitable. You last a day, or maybe two. Eventually, your energy runs out. You hit the ground, your legs curl inward. And that's the end. But what about the original queen? The one who laid your egg? Let's go back to the end of summer, when the air cools and the days shorten. She is still there, still laying eggs, still doing the only thing she's ever done. The workers around her are fewer now. Some are missing, others haven't returned. Her pheromones are weaker, but she doesn't understand what that means. The workers who once fed her without hesitation are slower now, some ignoring her entirely, others laying their own eggs. The nest isn't the same, but she keeps laying. Then, one day, the food stops coming. The workers that remain aren't focused on her anymore. They're dying off, leaving one by one, flying off, and never returning. There is no one left to bring food, repair the nest, or fight for her. She doesn't leave. She never learned how. She was never supposed to. So she stays, surrounded by empty cells, until the cold reaches her. The same cold that took the workers. The same cold that will bury the nest in frost and rain until it collapses into nothing. By the time winter arrives, she is gone. But her daughters, the new queens, have already disappeared underground. They will wake up in spring, find a place, and start chewing wood. And just like that, the cycle begins again. Life as a wasp might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it much worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video